Slide transitions are a very impressive feature of PowerPoint 2010. With 2010, there are more transitions added, and let's see what's available. So when I'm doing a slideshow, I'm progressing from one slide to the next. How the slides transition from one to the next is controlled using the Transition tab. Let's have a look. So for example, if I click on here, you can see that there's a whole host of options available. There are subtle changes, there are exciting ones, and there's dynamic. Whichever one I press on, there's no live preview on this, so I need to select it, and then it will show me how it looks. Here we go. So there's a whole host of different features that you can choose. Once you've chosen a specific effect, for example, that's the cover effect, then there's a button here that allows you to then change that particular transition. So at the moment it's from the right, but I might want to do it actually from the top. Or I might want to do it from the top left. So with each transition, there's the ability then to just tweak it ever so slightly. Have an explore and play around these. There are some great ones available. One of my personal favorites is the conveyor. And so what I can do is when I'm happy with a transition, then you can see this little symbol up here showing that that's applied to that slide. What I then want to do is apply it to them all. You can have different transitions for different slides, but in terms of keeping your audience engaged and keep their focus, we'd recommend perhaps just having the same transition throughout the presentation. Otherwise they'll focus on what a great transition it is rather than the content you're explaining. So I'm just going to click Apply to All. If I want to preview, I can just press that button up to the left and I can see what it's going to look like for each slide. So there we go. What I can also do is I can affect further the timing of this. So for the moment it's 1.6 seconds, but if I make it perhaps 4 seconds, Apply to All and preview that, you can see it's taking a lot more time to then show the next lot of content. I can make it even quicker. And you can see you hardly notice the transition. I'm just going to put it back to sort of level that it was originally. There we go. So transitions, a great way to provide a bit of animation effects between your slides when you move from one to the next. And to see it in action, you can press preview. Alternatively, of course, you can go to slideshow, which is slideshow tab up here, from here or from the current slide. Shortcut, of course, is F5. And then you can see the slides in action every time I press the right arrow button or the space bar. You can see the transition taking place. Have a play.